Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Random Lifestyle Vlog. If you're new here, my name is Paulina. This channel is mostly about beauty, and these days we're actually mainly talking about advent calendars. There have been quite a lot of reveals recently. I'm actually quite surprised because I feel like last year we did have quite a few reveals in July, whereas this year there was only Liberty London that revealed its content that quickly. Everyone else seemed to wait until the beginning of August, but then the first week of August brought a lot of new reveals. So we have a lot of advent calendars to talk about. This year I filmed several kind of like deep dive videos when I talk a little bit more in depth about certain advent calendars or analyze them, calculate the value and all that. But today what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we know so far in this advent calendar world. So what is available, what's going to be available when, how good or bad advent calendars look. So let's talk about that. So we're going to start with Liberty London. This was the first advent calendar to be revealed. This year it is priced as £275, so quite a significant rise from last year. Last year it was priced at £260. The value of this year's advent calendar is £1,245. Last year it was £1,205. So we have a little bit higher price, a little bit higher value. I'm fine with that. Of course, the price is going to be a little bit lower for Beauty Drop subscribers. I think it's actually £25 less, so that's pretty good. It is available to pre-order now. We have 25 days, 30 items, and they claim that 20 products are full-sized. Inside, you will find 8 perfumes, 4 makeup items, 4 hair care products, and 1 drawstring bag in this kind of Liberty print, which actually looks really pretty. I actually think this year's Liberty Advent Calendar is pretty good. It is quite fragrance heavy, which was a little bit of a surprise for me. I did not expect 8 fragrances. But yeah, I think other than that, it actually offers quite a nice variety. We have some luxurious brands, nice sizes, some interesting makeup choices. So I would say quite a good advent calendar for that price. And of course, the box is stunning. Next up, Harrods. And here we have 3 advent calendars. And yeah, there's of course a little bit of drama with Harrods. Like, I don't know why they do that. Of course, this whole drama is always about the fragrance advent calendar. It's becoming some sort of tradition. Last year, I think the fragrance advent calendar was cancelled for some people. Like, some people ordered it and it was cancelled. This year they went a step further. They announced this pre-order launch for Tuesday 11 a.m. and you know, everyone was waiting. They did this big countdown and everything, and then suddenly on Monday they decided that they're going to do the pre-order through their app, and it sold out within like an hour or so. So on the launch day, Tuesday 11 a.m, the fragrance advent calendar was already unavailable. So yeah, not great if you ask me, but it seems like the whole fragrance advent calendar drama is becoming some sort of tradition. Anyway, I mentioned about the fragrance advent calendar. I mean, all of them are available now, with the fragrance one being sold out currently. Apparently it's supposed to be back in stock at some point. I will just keep on checking if you're interested in buying it. They did have some restocks last year, so that might happen this year too, but currently it is sold out. So the fragrance advent calendar this year was priced at £215, which is quite a significant price rise since last year. Last year was priced at £185. I don't think they declared a specific value of this advent calendar, but I mean, you can easily guess that it was quite high. This advent calendar is supposed to contain 7 full sizes, and 5 of these are actually 50 mils. So 5 of them 50 mils, 2 of them 30 mils, and then we have 5 other kind of like mini fragrances. But considering the fact that all of these scents are niche, expensive brands, the value is definitely going to be quite significant. Okay, so that's that as far as the fragrance advent calendar goes. There are 2 more advent calendars Harrods released this year. both available to purchase. So we have beauty advent calendar, and then we have the hair and body one. So I'm going to move on to the main advent calendar, the beauty one. This one is priced at £250, and that's actually quite interesting when it comes to Harrods. They haven't changed the price in like years. Like, I remember buying this advent calendar before I even started this channel, and it was priced at £250. And I actually love that. I love the fact that they never increased the price. The value is going up. I mean, some years it's going up, some years it's going a little bit down, but the price has never changed. So that is pretty cool. So again, they haven't declared any value this year. Last year, the value was almost £1,600, which was crazy. But I've actually done a deep dive video of Harrods advent calendar, and according to my calculations, the value of this year's advent calendar is £1,500, which is not that much less than compared to last year's. So this is a 25-day advent calendar with 32 items. So obviously many of these drawers will contain more than one item, and that usually means that there are not so many full sizes. And that's unfortunately the case with this advent calendar. We only have 14 full sizes. Inside you will find 6 makeup items, 1 fragrance, 4 hair products, and 1 beauty blender. So far most of you seem pretty disappointed with this advent calendar, or at least underwhelmed with it, and I'm kind of with you. I'm definitely a bit underwhelmed. I feel like this is not what I expected. I mean, bear in mind, my expectations were really high after last year, so I was expecting something mind-blowing, and it's not mind-blowing in my opinion. I think the makeup is pretty unexciting here. Out of 14 full sizes, 3 of these items are single sheet masks, so that is not cool. There's a lot of luxurious skincare products inside, but as I mentioned before, not that many full sizes. I can't say that this is 100% bad advent calendar. There's definitely value in it. There are definitely some luxurious items. And amongst all that disappointment, there are some of you who mentioned that you actually like this advent calendar. I'm not even that surprised. There are some proper luxurious items in there, and even though they're not full sizes, you get to try a little bit more products in this whole range. So I don't hate it. I'm just not excited with it. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Next up, we're moving on to the Harrods Hair and Body Advent Calendar. This one is priced at £99. That's the same price that we had last year. Not sure about the value, but according to my calculations, it was around £300. 18 products, 10 of these are full sizes, and amongst that we have 4 body products, 7 hair products, 2 accessories, and these are a single scrunchie and a hair clip, which, you know, since this is a hair and body advent calendar, these kind of make sense. There's also 1 perfume mist by Sol de Janeiro, 1 skincare item, which is a serum of some sort, 2 makeup items, and 1 dry bar voucher of like, I think, £20. So yeah, that's quite a nice selection, decent sizes. Out of 18 products that you have in there, only 2 items don't have standalone retail values, so as I said, that's pretty good. I'm not sure how this is going to compare to other advent calendars in this price range, like, you know, below £100, but other than that, I don't really have any reservations. I think this is a pretty good advent calendar if you're interested in skincare and haircare products mostly. Next up, we have Elle Advent Calendar, and this is actually quite exciting because last year they didn't have an advent calendar, and I thought they just stopped doing these altogether, but no. This year they're back with an advent calendar that's priced at £130. And if you join their waitlist, you'll be able to buy this advent calendar a day before for £125. So that's going to be a little bit cheaper, and the value is supposed to be a bit more than £700. This advent calendar launches on the 2nd of September. I think if you join their waitlist, you'll be able to buy it from the 1st of September. There are 10 full sizes inside. Do bear in mind that we don't know the sizes. We know which products are going to be full-sized. We do have some pictures for reference, but technically the sizes have not been confirmed, so just bear that in mind. Inside this advent calendar you will find 4 makeup items, 1 fragrance, 4 hair products, some supplements, and some tweezers as well. I actually don't mind tweezers in advent calendars. This is just something I keep losing constantly. So tweezers sounds like a good accessory for me, at least, you know, I don't really mind. All in all, this looks like a very decent advent calendar. It's a little bit different, some nice items inside, good variety of products, so definitely something I keep on my list to potentially buy. Next up we have Fortnum Mason, the luxury spa me time relaxation type of advent calendar. It's priced at £265 this year with a value of £1,149. Last year we had the same price. The value was a little bit lower. It was £1,080. There's 26 products inside, 23 full sizes, so that is really good. But to be frank, Fortnum Mason is known for their full sizes. They usually give a lot of full sizes in their advent calendars. There are actually 4 fragrances. One of them is a full-sized product, 30 mils. We have 2 candles, some accessories, which means a headband and a Charlotte Posner wash bag. These Charlotte Posner wash bags are so beautiful, and then the headband kind of goes with the theme of this advent calendar. I know Fortnum Mason and the advent calendars, it's not like it's everyone's cup of tea, but if you are all about this luxurious self-care and relaxation with, you know, home fragrances and bathing products and, you know, some luxurious skincare on top of that, then this is definitely the one to consider. Personally, I really like it. Next up, Harvey Nichols. We have 2 advent calendars here, so the classic beauty advent calendar and then the fragrance one. So the beauty advent calendar costs £250 this year with a value of over £1,000, exactly the same as last year. This one's going to be available from the 4th of September for reward members. If you are not a reward member, you can just join for free on the website, so you know, nothing complicated here. It contains almost 40 items, I think 37, and 20 of these items are supposed to be full sizes, so pretty bold claim, I would say. Inside you will find 8 makeup items, 5 fragrances, 4 hair products, 1 candle, and then quite a lot of accessories, okay? So these will include a hair clip, lash curler, makeup brush, and a single scrunchie. So yeah, that part not my favorite. I mean, I have to admit, I'm a bit on the fence with this advent calendar. There are some really good things about it and some pretty bad ones. Like the accessories, strange, a little bit too extensive, including the single scrunchie. But then on the other hand, there's quite a lot of items inside. So it's not like it's one of 25 items. It's more like one of 37 or however many we have there. There are quite a lot of fragrances. Some of them are in really good sizes. One of them is 25 mils, the other one is 15 mils. There's some solid makeup items in there. Quite a lot of these as well. There's a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, Trish McEvoy eyeliner, and you know, not a bad selection at all. 1 candle, which I really like. But then on the other hand, we have quite a lot of those typical advent calendar classics, like there's the Rich Cream by Agustinus Bader. I mean, I bet you missed that. Then we have Bum Bum Cream, and there's also this Rodial Soft Focus Glow Drops thingy. This is not something that appears very often in advent calendars, but it's been there for a while, and it just makes appearances here and there. So I don't really find it particularly exciting, but it does add quite a lot of value to the advent calendar. There's also a toothpaste. So yeah, there's that. But then on the other hand, we have this full-size La Mer facial oil. So yeah, as I said, I'm a bit on the fence with this one. It definitely offers some good stuff and some controversial stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think about this one. Next up, we have Harvey Nichols Fragrance Advent Calendar. This one is priced at £175 with a value of £700. Last year, it was priced at £165 with a value of £730. So last year, it was cheaper with a higher value. So it is what it is. It is going to be available at the end of September. It will contain 18 fragrances, but nothing bigger than 10 mils. So minis. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of these fragrances do have standalone retail value, so it's not like they're only giving us samples and stuff. But there's nothing bigger, nothing like properly full size. Apart from that, there's also one candle, which is exciting, and one car fragrance, which is not too exciting, at least in my opinion. You're probably wondering how this compares to Harrods advent calendar, at least in my opinion. Well, it's very difficult to say. Harrods is significantly more expensive than this advent calendar, so that's one thing. It offers 12 fragrances this year, and if you don't like 5 of like 7 full sizes, then I guess you're not going to be loving it. Here you have 18 fragrances, so you're definitely going to find something for yourself, or if you're like maybe new in this fragrance world, you will have more fragrances to test. So I guess that kind of makes sense. There's definitely not as much value as you have in Harrods, but you have bigger variety. So hard to compare really. I think these two fragrances offer a completely different approach, and that's good. All right, so last but not least, Anthropologie Advent Calendar. This one is a little bit more affordable. It is priced at £98 with the value of £365. Last year it was priced at £88 with £300 of value. So it's a little bit more expensive this year with a little bit higher value, which makes sense. There are 24 products inside. 11 of these are full sizes, so not bad. This one is going to launch in September. It will contain 3 kind of like makeup-ish items. Makeup-ish because like 2 of these are going to be nail polishes. And then the third one is going to be Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo. So interesting choice, but okay. There are 4 fragrances, some accessories. That's going to be like a set of hair clips and some scrunchies, but it's going to be set of 4, not like a sad single scrunchie. There's a candle in there too, and one thing I found quite interesting, they will have this mini wild deodorant, and that's actually quite exciting because I've always wanted to try these. So yeah, that one looks pretty good too, especially considering the price. Anyway guys, this is what we know so far. We do have some sneak peeks of other advent calendars. We don't really know much about any single branded advent calendars as of now. So this is what we know. What do you think so far of this year's advent calendar offer? Have you noticed anything that looks interesting to you? Do you have your favorites, or maybe you're waiting for some more reveals? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. For more advent calendar related content, check these videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye.